Hey, what's up, people? What is up? What is up? This is Peter from HDR School. I want to tell you something. I got this lens recently. This is a Nikon Norcore 50 millimeter 1.4 AIS. I've had them before. I've had several copies, but I'm returning this copy. I got it on Amazon not too long ago, and I'm going to return it. Works great. I got the circular polarizing filter that goes to it. But why in the world would I be returning this? Here's kind of the deal. I paid 120 bucks for this. For about 125 more, I can get the newer one with the autofocus and all the advanced perks. So for about 250 bucks. So it makes more sense for me to return this, add some money to it, and get the newer 50 mil 1.4 than it does to keep this. For portraits, this is great. You're obviously shooting at 50 millimeter, but which is not really ideal for landscape photography, but can be done. I'll show you an example. This was shot with a 50 mil AIS 1.4 lens. Ooh. It's got a scratch on the plexiglass. Okay. But, so, that is, it's obviously doable. Okay? And that's a great shot, by the way. So, I'm not saying it can't be done, because obviously, well, it can be done. But yet it's not ideal. This lens would be more ideal. This is the 15 to 30 f2.8 Tamron, but that's a $1,000 lens. That's a big difference between a $120 lens. So that's kind of what I'm saying, and that's kind of my heart. Now, am I against manual focus? No. I got this lens recently too. This is the Samyang 85 1.4 also. It's fully manual. There is no other way than to do it manually. Okay? This one I'm keeping for sure. This is an amazing lens. The only gripe I have about this lens is the minimal focus distance, but it is what it is. This is a great lens. This is a great lens as well. But again, for not much more, you get the newer one with the autofocus and all the advanced perks. So it makes more sense to get the newer version than it is to keep this one. And that's the only reason I'm going to be returning it, and is to get that upgrade. Other than that, I love this lens. If you're saying, look, I'm a photographer, but I have more passion than I have money. Been there, done that. So I'm not throwing stones at anybody. This is a great lens to get. You can pick these up. I've seen them as cheap as 50 bucks. I've seen them, this one I bought for 120. It depends where you are. In the United States, they're going to be about 80 to 120. Over in the Philippines, I could get them for about 40 bucks or a little less. Seen them cheap in Japan. Also seen them cheap in Hong Kong. Not so cheap in the US, but 120 bucks. Give or take 100 bucks, and you got this lens. So it's obviously worth getting. Yeah, and especially if you do mostly landscape stuff and you can make 50 millimeters work for landscape, great lens to get. I mean, amazing lens to get. So that's all I really got to say. I just kind of wanted to throw this up there and tell you, there's nothing wrong with this lens, but like I said, if you can get the better one, get it. That's it. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. See ya.